women.
What is going down, world? Welcome to the 40s. I go by the name Black Pegasus, and today I'm checking out Confederate Railroad, Trashy Woman. Now, a bunch of people asked me to check this out in the comments, and this is off of my first reaction to Confederate Railroad. Daddy wasn't a Cadillac kind of guy or kind of man. I forget exactly, but it was actually, the story is epic, actually. And, you know, with this title, Confederate Railroad, and how, you know, these words sometimes will stop someone from being curious. Me, I just open the book, man. Like, I'm checking shit out. It doesn't matter what it is. So I opened the book, and I was like, bruh, I'm telling you, you can go see my first time reaction, but Daddy wasn't a Cadillac kind of man, or whatever that title is. That's actually not only a good song, it's a really good message and a really good video. Like, it's actually like some groundbreaking stuff, in my opinion. Anyways, that leads me to this. Confederate Railroad, Trashy Woman. I'm going to check it out for the first time right now. Now, I ain't from the South, just a good old red-blooded American having a good time listening to some music. So I'm checking this out right now. And if you're here for that, like, share, comment, subscribe, and welcome back to the channel.
City boy, city boy.
They tease him a lot, black peas on the spot. Welcome back, 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 welcome back. 40.
All right, now forgive me, because it might have been like, my daddy was never a Cadillac man, guy, or kind, or it's something like that. But I'm telling you, it's a really dope track. Anyway, if you'd be so kind to support the original content on this channel. Also, I have another channel, Pegasus versus the World. Over there, I've been doing some movie reactions. But over here's where I do all the music and the music reactions. If you want access to these reactions early, there's a link in the description that gives you early access through our membership. I update it every day, and there's a big catalog of reactions that haven't been released. And that's the way to support the channel for real, because the copyright nonsense that goes on YouTube. So you don't have to, you can, but for those that do, thank you for your support. Actually, if you just watch my videos and hit a like and a comment, thank you, right? Then shout out to the members. It's appreciated. Let's get it popping, man. This is Confederate Railroad. I guess it's from their greatest hits. But, I mean, you have a title like Trashy Woman. I'm like, oh, we going to the honky-tonk, I guess, man. We going to the honky-tonk? Y'all taking me to the bar, the neon lights. Oh, man, what did Brooks and Dunn say? I don't know. Anyways, let's get it popping, man. Trashy Woman. I'm listening to this from their official YouTube. It's always important to go listen to it over there without me, because what I'm doing, this reaction video, is not a substitute for the original, right? I'm not redistributing the music. I'm going to push pause, make commentary, give my interpretation of the track, blah, blah, blah. The way it's supposed to be listened to is in its entirety from their platform. So always support the original. Let's go. Confederate Railroad, Trashy Woman.
Sophisticated kind of style. Yeah, my taste in music and women drove my folks hag wild. Mom and Dad had a plan for me. It was debutantes and symphonies. But I like my music hot, I like my women wild. Yeah, and I like my women just a little on the trashy side. When they wear their clothes too tight and their hair is dyed. Too much lipstick and too much rouge gets me excited, leaves me feeling confused. And I like my women just a little on the trashy side. You should have seen the
Yo, he's tripping. Like he's basically like, I like those girls that you don't take home to ma, if you know what I'm saying. I met her at the bar. Yo, this is actually very interesting. This one thing that I keep seeing over and over in the country space, and the country folk don't want to believe me. They don't want to believe your boy, Pepper Sauce. But I'm telling you, the parallels between, no, it's true. The parallels between rap and outlaw country and country like this, I don't know what this is considered, but like he's getting in his Waylon Jennings bag, his Hank Williams Jr. bag, like, yo, dog, this is how I like it. I don't like it like they like it. Because you got to remember, country music typically, and y'all can correct me if I'm wrong because I'm not a connoisseur, I'm not an expert, I'm just a guy on YouTube, is typically pretty straightforward, right? We out on some blue collar, I love my girl, I want to get married, we gonna boot, scoot, and boogie, we gonna dance on the Chattahoochee, we gonna freaking fishing in the dark, we gonna line dance, we gonna kick it, we gonna go to the honky-tonk, we gonna do us. But then, in the crevices and the shadows of country music lays a few men by the name of Johnny Cash and Waylon Jennings and the one and only Hank Williams Jr. that do not abide by the rules of typical country. They will shoot a man and watch him just to watch him die. They will go after the trashy women. You know what I'm talking about. Anyways, there's parallels to rap. Now, I know rap is kind of more in your face, and some people don't get it because it's a culture shock. It's different. But I'm interpreting from the lyric standpoint. Okay. Gangster lyrics of all time. I'm pretty sure it's Johnny Cash. I shot a man just to watch him die. Something like that. I'm paraphrasing, right? Mobb Deep, I'm going all out, taking my enemies with me. And if not, they're scarred so they never forget me. Bro, if you put Mobb Deep's joint in a Waylon Jennings song, you'd be like, dog, he's cooking, and vice versa. If I took Johnny Cash or, Waylon Jennings verse from them and put it in a Mobb Deep song, cats would be in the hood like, damn, he's cooking. Just trying to open. Because what I've noticed is my curiosity brings me to this music. And people, I don't know, everyone wants me to be open-minded and listen to everything. But on my channel, all the people who say that are not open-minded. Like when I do a rap reaction or a polka reaction or a folk reaction, they won't listen. They only listen to their and I think it's hilarious, and I'm going to keep calling it out when I hear it. And that's what I'm hearing here. He liked those fast girls, man. He liked the girl twerking. Yeah, that different culture, but that's what he's talking about. Anyways, let's go. Confederate Railroad, a Trashy Woman.
Looks on the face and confused, and I like my women just a little on the trashy side.
Yeah.
Should have seen the looks on the faces of my dad and mom. When I showed up at the door with a date for the senior prom. They said, well, pardon us, son, she ain't no kid. That's a cocktail waitress in a Dolly Parton wig. I said, I know it, Dad, ain't she cool? That's the kind I dig. Yeah, and I like my women just a little on the trashy side. When they wear their clothes too tight and their hair is dyed. Too much lipstick and too much rouge. Gets me excited, leaves me feeling confused. And I like my women just a little on the trashy side.
I ain't gonna lie, he's a beast for taking the cocktail waitress to prom is crazy. Yo, he's pulling older women, bro. This dude is low-key the GOAT. Yo, that is insane in a Dolly Parton wig. Oh, Lord of mercy, man. Y'all Southerners, man, y'all doing it, man. Damn.
I like them sweet, I like them with a heart of gold. Yeah, I like them brassy, I like them brazen and bold. Well, they say that opposites attract, well, I don't agree. I want a woman just as tacky as me. Yeah, I like my women just a little on the trashy side.
let's clarify something before we wrap up this joint. He didn't say he likes trashy women. First and foremost, he said he likes them on the trashy side. So there's a spectrum, because there is trashy women where you're like, bruh, anyways. And then there's on the trashy side where if there's a side, that means there's another side to them, right? They look the part of this thing that he enjoys, that, you know what I'm saying? The crazy red lipstick, the bustier, the short skirt. You know what I'm talking about. Anyway, he likes them on that side. You know, he doesn't like the prim and proper, church girl. And I would argue, I guess, different strokes for different folks, but he's having fun with it. And anyways, I just wanted to highlight, he didn't say he likes trashy women. He said he likes them on the trashy side. Because, yeah. I don't want to get none of y'all fellas that come to me for some relationship advice to, you know what I'm saying, done F it all up. You got to get to that finish line, player.
I want a woman just as tacky as me. Yeah, I like my women just a little on the trashy side.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like my women just a little on the trashy side. When they wear their clothes too tight and their hair is dyed. Too much lipstick and too much rouge. Gets me excited, leaves me feeling confused. And I like my women just a little on the trashy side. Yeah, I like my women and I like them on the trashy side.
Let's talk about the music, because I went crazy on the concept and the theme. I like this country, southern rock feel that I got to the track. He has a dope voice. It carries. Again, the joint he has, Daddy wasn't the Cadillac kind. Classic. I would deem that a classic, timeless style of song, especially the way it was written. This is just fun. This is play it at the at the club, at the bar. The girls gonna hit because you know how it is. Girls like to get dressed up like that too. This is why Halloween is a thing. Y'all know it. You can front if you want, but girls like it and kind of, you know what I'm saying? They like, this is why they watch 50 Shades of Grey and stuff like that. There's something there. However, when I listen to this joint, it does remind me of just like, I don't know if you guys line dance it, because typically line dances give you direction, but I could see people dancing to this and having a good time. The other thing I was going to say, I wonder if this was written when he was younger. Because I tell you right now, having kids, raising kids, and if he had daughters, the lyrics change. It's just facts, bro. I got to speak with my dad senses, my spider senses. This is me in my 20s, dog. Straight up. I wasn't chasing trashy women per se, but you're like, ooh, she look hot, da-da-da-da-da. And you grow up. And then you get wifey. I'm not saying, that can't become wifey, but things change. And then on top of it, I got blessed with 2 daughters. So, it is what it is. I just got to keep it 100 up here in front of the congregation. You know how it gets in the club, 4/5 in the club. That was Confederate Railroad. And I think the word Confederate or Confederacy would probably push people away maybe from doing these type of reactions. But I'm just open to the human experience, right? People are going to be people. I understand what some people might think it represents. I think it, represents different strokes for different folks, right? And I understand, where people sit on both sides. But I'm not going to let anything deter me from listening to music. So you might catch me listening to Confederate Railroad, and then right up next, I might listen to Rage Against the Machine. That's just how I do it over here. So I hope you guys enjoyed the reaction. Let me know what I got, what I missed. Always like, share, comment, subscribe if you rocking with me. YouTube's been a little interesting lately. A lot of things have shifted, so I don't know where things are going, but I do appreciate my hardcore peeps that keep rocking with me. I'll see you on the next one, guys.
Thank you for being some man. 40 years down the road, back again. FUQ.